Hi, welcome to today's video in which I've got an advent calendar from 2021, so it's over a year old, and it's the Feelunique advent calendar. Now, I got this in a sale around a year ago, and it was 40. I think it was around £49, and I wanted it for a few items in here that were far in excess of that cost. So the value was quite good. So I held it back and I opened it in October 22 and started using the products. So I thought, well, given that a year's gone by now since I've had it, have I managed to use up the products or get use out of the products? So here it is. Now, Feelunique is now Sephora, and we'll see, whether Sephora I think they brought out an advent calendar. It was only so for me for the money, and they didn't reduce it to £49. So I'll go through the items that I've got. I'm going to do it row by row because it would take me too long to find the items. So basically, it's a wooden, it's a paper cardboard box, and the doors only fall out so far. So I'm going to go across this way. So the first item in here is Philip Kingsley Elastizer, and it's there it is. So I use this once a week, or perhaps a little longer if I use an Olaplex number 3. And I put it on damp hair or wet hair, thoroughly wet hair, and I really feel that it does help my hair in terms of it being a bit smoother, because I do have quite witchy hair, in all honesty. But I really love this product. It's a hero product, and I'm really glad to have this in an advent calendar. Although it's in a lot, I'd rather have that than something utterly rubbish that I couldn't use. The next item is by Medicate, and this is a Surface Radiance Cleanse with AHA and BHA and mangosteen cleansing gel. Now that was fine. I used the gel. I don't particularly like BHAs. I prefer AHAs because you like lactic acid because it's gentler. But BHA is a bit strong for me. But I was able to use it. I wouldn't necessarily, or I wouldn't buy this. Because I prefer a physical scrub to a chemical, but I did get it used up, and it is a brand that's quite popular at the moment. The next item I've got is an old one, and this must be somewhere between 30 and 40 years old, this product, in terms of it was launched, I think, in the 80s, and it's Clarins Beauty Flash Balm, it used to be called, or Beauty Balm, it used to be called the Flash Balm. It is Beauty Flash, and it was advertised for putting on before as a primer. They use a primer, but they said put it on before makeup, and it would help tighten the skin and reduce wrinkles, and it does do that. Though I was very young when I tried it, and I didn't really see the need. But as I've got older, these have appeared in beauty boxes, and I've used them, and they are certainly. Some of the ones that are anti-wrinkle can be quite tightening and not moisturising, but this is a nice moisture balm that does allow adhesions, the foundation to stick to the skin. So I really do like that one. Wish I could get this out of the way, but I'll probably do it this way. So yeah, that's the Beauty Flash Balm, 15ml. I think the full size is 30, but lovely to have, and it's really good to put in the calendar so people can try it. The next item is a favourite of mine, and it's one of the reasons why I wanted to buy this, and it's by Terry, and it is Balm de Rose, which is by Terry's most famous product. This is the liquid version or the lip gloss version, and basically it's a great moisturiser for lips. It leaves a little bit of sheen. It's a pale baby pink off white in the tube, but I really like that. I used that at night, or used it at night before I went to bed, and yeah, in place of the main lip balm. This is around £17 or £18 worth, and the main lip balm is £40, so it is expensive. Then I'll go on to number 9. Oh, and this is another one that I really like. It is by Pry, and it's Ageless Throat and Décolleté Cream, and that got used up fairly quickly, because I do like the Pry neck products. So I'm on to something else at the moment, but I do like using them. So again, that was wonderful. Number 6, I've got an Emma Hardy product. So again, that's been used, and it's Protect and Prime SPF 30. So this because it says prime as well. It's good for laying down after your moisturiser or instead of your moisturiser, and it helps makeup to stick, and it's an SPF 30, but it is quite hydrating. So I found it to be quite lovely. I did enjoy using that, and I've only recently finished that one this month. And then I have, for number 14, this is one of the first items I finished, and it's by Balance Me, and it is, I'm sure it's their repair serum, vitamin C repair serum. So it's only a very tiny one, made in the UK, it's vegan, and it was pleasant enough. How effective they are, I don't know, because with vitamin C's, it's better, well, when you open them up and use them at once, but then I don't know how long it's been in this container, or how old this container is, because there's a very limited shelf life on vitamin C, but it was pleasant enough to use. Then I've got a Feelunique Scrub and Detox, so that was an exfoliating mask, which I've used, and I've cut into, most of these I've cut into, and to get the last bits out, and that was a nice mask, my preferred type of exfoliator, because you can just gently massage it into the skin, so I did enjoy it. I like Feelunique. Now number 3 it is, but that one is empty. This one was a self-tan by Tan Lux, a tiny bottle, and you mix it in with makeup products or put it onto your face. It was a face one, and I gave that away to a friend because I don't use tanning products. And then the next item, this is in a project pan, and this is by Aromatherapy Associates, and it is their Deep Relax Roller oil. So you put that on, and you've put it on at night. It's to promote sleep and muscular relaxation. So I'm still using that's an item that I have yet to finish. A little goes a long way, and I only started that. Well, I started it around October, but it wasn't good. But I really mainly started it in January in a project pan that I've got at the moment. But it's lovely to have anything by Aromatherapy Associates. Now the next one down here, there's 2 items. The first one that I've only used this month, and it's Pink Diamond Lifting Mask. It's actually a hyaluronic acid mask, and it's by Rodial. I found it okay for moisture, but in terms of lifting, there doesn't need to be anything in here that will lift the skin, but it was nice and moisturising. And then the next item in here was another reason why I wanted to buy the box, because I wanted to try the Paradox Leave-In Repair mask. You can either leave it in or rinse it out. Now, I didn't find that either method it did anything to actually make my hair any silkier or less tangly or anything. Not that it's particularly tangly, but it didn't particularly help. So I was disappointed with this mask. But I have since tried others from this range and really enjoyed it. But this one is a no from me. But I did use it all up. It's all gone. And what I do is if I get a mask that isn't particularly good or a conditioner, I will add a bit of another one that is to bolster it up. So yeah, that one has got all used up. Then I'm going to go on to this one, and it's by, does it have it on? I thought it did. No, it doesn't. I thought it would be printed on. This is by, oh, it does there. It is a suedette, and it's by Delilah, and it is a little brush. I've been using it as a eyeshadow brush. It's soft. I can't say it's a brilliant brush by any means. This is a bit of a blender brush, but I would prefer one with shorter bristles and a bit denser. But it's okay. That's all I can say, and I do have that within my collection, and I have been using it, so I could try it out before this video. And I've been using it with a Delilah shadow eyeshadow palette. Next, I have this is day 25 actually. I've got a chin lift mask, and this mask is from Wishful, which is Huda Beauty. Now, I know Wishful's had a lot of bashing about its ingredients not being the best ingredients or necessarily good for the skin. So let's put this right back. But this one I thought wouldn't fit on the face because I've only used it again this month, and it's a very sticky gel, and it has a wrapper on. You undo the wrapper, reveal the stickiness, you pull it and then place it over the ears and put that under the chin so it covers there and underneath, and it's supposed to lift. I left it on about 30 minutes and and it didn't do anything other than it was very cooling. So it felt like I had ice on my chin. Maybe it's supposed to help cryogenically, but it really didn't do anything for me. But I got that used up. Now, there was also a Huda Naked, I think it was either medium or dark naked, mini palette, 9 palette. I gave that away because I don't use products made in, I don't use makeup made in China. So I'm very disappointed with Huda because Huda is a brand which isn't inexpensive. It's fairly expensive for what they are. And to have products made in China and charge £28 for a tiny palette, I think is very, very galling. So I don't buy, or if I receive, I mean, I've had 3 or 4 Huda palettes, the small ones, and I've given them away, and I don't try them at all. Whether I actually don't have any palettes at all by Huda. But that, I suppose that's the situation. It is what it is. Now then, and the reason I don't support goods with China is that the Chinese government have a requirement that any businesses who trade with China in terms of makeup and wish to import have to test on animals. But the products made in China aren't tested and are very problematic in terms of slave labour used to produce products produced in unsanitary conditions. And there have been testing done in the UK of imported Chinese goods that have found to be extremely dangerous and insanitary, and often with heavy metals in such as lead and mercury. So I do not use makeup products or skincare made in China. So that was just to clarify. Sorry for the rant over. Then the next item is by Grown Alchemist, and this is 75ml, and this is another exfoliator. So I'm not sure why you would need 3 exfoliators in the box. I think Feelunique just put in whatever they could, but I do like Grown Alchemist. It's a very gentle formula. I use that several times a week until it all got used up on my face and my neck, and I have other products to try by this brand. So yeah, that got all used up. And then number 5 here is, let me just get this out. It is a bump eraser body scrub. So this is the 4th scrub now that we've had. But this is for the body. I use that up in a couple of uses actually, and it's by First Aid Beauty. I've actually cut it into and scraped the remnants out and used it. Yeah, it's a really nice pumice based stone scrub. Yeah, it did the job very, very well. Then I'll start off here at number 13. I've got a mini lipstick which I've been wearing for quite a while, and I've just finished it. And it is Rose by Laura Mercier. And there it is. It's very similar to my nail polish. And that's the last remnants. So yeah, I once it gets down to the cap, I don't scrape anything out. I can't be doing with that. But at least it's one empty, and I really like the matte formula. It's similar to the reformulated Kat Von D in that it is dimethicone type, but it's very, very thin and sheer, so a little goes a long way. So it does last a long time. Then I have a Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eyes. This was only 3ml, and I used this in October, I think. Nice enough. Did it do wonders? Caps rolled off. No, it was just about all right, is what I will say. But it was nice. It didn't upset the eyes, but it didn't do anything for my eyes either, other than like moisturisation. But I'm glad to at least I've been able to try it. The next item is by Elemis, and it's Pro Collagen Oxygenating Night Cream. Now again, this product is worth about £30 or £34, so for me it was worth getting the box to get this. And I used this in October, November. Really, really enjoyed it. I do love the Pro Collagen range by Elemis. And here's another one that I've only finished fairly recently, and it is the Advanced Repair Sleeping Facial Vitamin C. This is by Cause or Corres. It was only 16ml, but it did take me quite a while to use it, because I use it once or twice a week after I've had a bath. I leave it on my face for around 4 hours, and then I take it off and put my night moisture system on. But it was nice, really nice. I don't know how much vitamin C it is, because generally you need 10 or 15% of ascorbic acid. for it to assist the skin. So I'm not sure how strong that is. I presume not very strong. Then there's a hand cream by Ahava. This is sold at, I think, Holland and Barrett, and it is from the Dead Sea mineral. Now this smells of gardenia. I'm not sure it's supposed to, but to my nose it smells of gardenia. It's 40ml. I really enjoyed it. It was a good all year round one. Very, very moisturising. When I run out of hand cream, if I ever do, I would definitely consider repurchasing this one. In with the pink writing on, and absolutely gorgeous. So it's completely used up. I actually scraped every last bit out of the products. I do have a tendency to do that where necessary. Then at number 10 at the bottom here, I've got a Nux, and this is Huile Produce, and it was their original body oil, and I used that as a body oil. After I had a bath, I'd moisturise, then I'd seal in the moisture with this oil. I don't actually like the smell of Nux products. No, I don't like the smell, but it's not so unbearable I can't use it. But at least I've used it as a light oil-based moisturiser. Then let me just think. Have I gone through all of these? Yes. Then I have a hair mask by Lazaretique. I didn't like that. I didn't cut it up. I got out what I could out of it. It was an awful mask. It did absolutely nothing. Now, if it'd been a protein mask, it can make your hair quite crunchy, but it didn't say it was a protein mask. But it was one of the worst things I've ever put on my hair. But I did manage to use it, but I didn't feel inclined to cut into it. I mean, I would try other things by this brand, but this repair mask, it does say keratin. Yeah, I didn't think it did anything positive to my hair at all, so I wouldn't, buy that mask myself. Then I have a product I really like, and I've got another one in an advent calendar in the year just gone. But this is by Lixer Skin Universal Emulsion, and this one is 30ml. And I did use it. A little goes a long way. It's a lovely unisex emulsion. It has a very soft fragrance, perfumey fragrance, not particularly strong at all. Really, really enjoyed using that. And I use this after a bath. Before I go to bed, I then put my night system on. And then I have another item I really like, and it's the Molten Brown Delicious Rhubarb and Rose shower gel. So I use that in the bath with a flumpy, and a little goes a long way. So it took me the best part of a month, I think, to use this one up. Really, really nice. I do like my Molten Brown products. And then finally, this is a product I've wanted to try since it was released. It's Bom Dia Bright by Sol de Janeiro. And this one is quite a zingy, fruity one. There's a creaminess to it as well, but it's a fruity, florally cream, I think, with citrus notes. And this is supposed to brighten the skin of the body, because it says bright cream. So it has some acids and exfoliating products in it, more chemical than physical, because it is just a smooth cream. But that was really nice. I really did enjoy that. It's not one that I would buy a full one of, because I prefer other ways of exfoliating, but it was nice enough. So they are all the products. So basically, other than the ones I gave away because I couldn't use, which were 2 items, there's only 1 item outstanding, and all the rest I've used up. So what I want to do is see whether either during this year or early next, whether I can show you the progress I've done or I've made on the advent calendars that I used in December, or got in December last year. Because I am working on them, but I'm pleased to have this one fully used up, because I didn't want to buy it and then just let the products go off. So yes, they've all been used, and it was I found it that it was worth the £49. So so I hope, anyway, thank you. Can I say thank you very much for watching? Hopefully you found that interesting or entertaining, and hopefully I shall see you again in another video. Otherwise, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.